Well, every era eventually comes to an end, and after a decade at the helm, Premier Brad Wall, he is calling it a career.
His retirement no doubt comes with the obvious emotions. To tell us about it himself, Mr. Brad Wall joins us now. Thank you, Mr. Premier, for talking to us today. Now, you've had a few hours to digest this since your announcement. How are you feeling about it?
Well, I've had a bit longer than that, I guess, Heather. That's been the good news. I mean, Tammy and I we kind of worked through this together and came to this decision around the end of June and thought this would be the right time because we just finished, completed 2 days of meetings with caucus. We have summer planning meetings every year, and I wanted to tell them first, obviously. So I guess I've gotten used to the idea. It's still, though, today to have it, all said and done, it's certainly bittersweet. This is the honor of my working life. This is the best job that I will ever have, no matter what's down the road. And it has been an unqualified honor for which I'm very, very grateful to have served as Premier, especially during a special time in the province's history, really a decade of growth. Even through some more challenging times here towards the end, we've continued to grow, which speaks well for the long-term prospects of the province that we all love, that I love.
You talked about discussing this with Tammy and coming to a decision back in June. I want to pick your brain a little bit more on that. It has to be something that was percolating inside your mind at some point in time. Can you take us a little further back as to when you maybe started to contemplate this?
Well, I'd always thought that the 10-year point, which will come this November, and I'll still be around till then, for good or for ill, until they pick a new leader. The 10-year point, I thought, would probably be the right time to reevaluate. That's a significant period of time in politics, especially today, where the news cycle's 24/7, and there's social media now, and I think that all actually expedites what might be best before dates for all of us. That's just my view. And when I decided I wasn't running again in the next election to be the MLA for Swift Current, which I've also been so honored to be since 1999. I just thought if I'm not running, it's best to give the next person, the woman or man that will be the leader of the party next and therefore the next premier, best to give them as much time as possible to get to meet Saskatchewan, to get to be well known, maybe to make a few adjustments. And so increasingly this window looked right. I don't think there's a perfect time. There are, there's going to be things I wish to be still a part of, I know, even when the new leader's chosen and I'm done. But they're never knowing there will never be a perfect time. This seemed optimal, and it was important for Tammy and I and our family as well. And so it all kind of came together, if that makes some sense.
Now, Mr. Wall, you have had a very good long run. Is there anything in particular that you hope to be remembered for?
Well, I hope whatever small part that I had to play together with our team in the transformation of the province, this province that we have now, used to ask questions 10 years ago that we don't ask anymore. Questions like, could we get over 1 million and just stay over 1 million people? Could we have sort of significant job creation to support population growth? When we talked about a goal of growing the province by 100,000 people in 10 years, and we did, we had economists and others say it was impossible. Well, I have been fortunate to be a part of a time in the province, and I hope our growth plan policies helped. I think they did. I've been very honored to be a part of an era in the province's history where we grew by 160,000 people in 10 years, and where we're only 40,000 from 1.2 million people. And for those who are new to the province or a little bit younger, maybe they wouldn't remember the questions we used to have. We used to ask questions: Would it be nice in Saskatchewan? Would there ever be a day in Saskatchewan when young people would look at least would look to Saskatchewan to stay instead of to leave for some future opportunity? 67,000 new jobs in 10 years in this province, and a graduate retention program that has almost 60,000 graduates who have enrolled to stay in the province. And that population growth has allowed us to invest back in the province in major infrastructure, a children's hospital, a psychiatric hospital, 40 new and replacement schools, more frontline folks, 3,000 more nurses of every designation, 750 docs, lower wait times for surgery. Lots to be done, and we made mistakes in government, but I am proud of that, and I hope this time will be known as a time of amazing growth for the province that helps pay for the quality of life we have for the long term and permanently transforms our attitude and our economy in Saskatchewan to where I think we all knew it should be, given all of our resources and our great people.
All right, now that you've decided that you're done with this, you're moving on, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, that's a good question, Dan. I guess Tammy and I, she's been wonderful throughout all this. I first got elected in '99, and as you know, I chose to stay in Swift Current. So a lot of driving. I think maybe less time driving and more time with Tammy. And we have young adult kids, and we're trying to support them and in all their endeavors, and maybe hang out with them if they'll have us. Maybe a little bit of that. And I know there's work to do. I need a job. I have no immediate prospects, which is why I asked you folks if you're looking for any cub reporters, or maybe Wayne Mantika needs an assistant. I mean, he's still here. He's got to be slowing down a little bit.
Wayne Mantika always needs an assistant, so that job is always available. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Premier. We certainly do appreciate it, appreciate the job that you've done, and we know that you're not going away yet. We'll be there to badger you in the fall in the legislature.
I know. I look forward to the badgering, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks.